The former head of the German parliament, Wolfgang Schäuble, has died. The CDU politician first entered the Bundestag in 1972. Between 1989 and 2017, Mr. Schäuble served as Minister for the Interior and Finance under Chancellors Helmut, Kohl and Angela Merkel. He was known internationally for backing austerity measures on Germany and the rest of the EU during the Euro crisis in 2009 and 10. Since an attack in 1990, he had been using a wheelchair.
Honored right until the end. One of Wolfgang Schäuble's last public appearances in December 2022, marking his 50 years as a member of the German parliament. Wolfgang Schäuble was a conservative politician of the old guard, internationally known as Germany's tough finance minister and a financial watchdog during the Eurozone crisis. In his last political office as president of the German Bundestag, he was a voice of moderation. But with the far-right AfD in parliament, Schäuble wasn't afraid to call out the populists.
Debate has rules, and it is connected to the willingness to respect democratic procedures and not denounce majority decisions that have been made as illegitimate or treacherous.
His tenure as finance minister was crucial for Germany. He managed to restructure the German budget despite the euro crisis and accumulated no new debt. The so-called Black Zero became a trademark of German fiscal policy under Schäuble. He also demanded strict austerity measures within the eurozone, which drew harsh criticism from countries in southern Europe burdened by debt, especially Greece. This made Schäuble a hate figure in street protests, along with Chancellor Angela Merkel and IMF chief Christine Lagarde. Schäuble repeatedly locked horns with the then Greek finance minister Yanis Varoufakis.
Despite an intense and open discussion, we do not agree about what we have to do now.
We agree to disagree.
Schäuble's rise began in the 1980s in Helmut Kohl's government. As Minister of the Interior, he played a significant role in drafting the German Treaty of Reunification in 1990. Shortly after that, Schäuble was attacked at a campaign rally and severely injured. He survived but was left paralyzed. But this didn't hold him back. After only 3 months, he returned to work. Wolfgang Schäuble's political fate was inextricably linked with Helmut Kohl. He was extremely loyal to his mentor. Yet, he eventually broke with him over the Conservative Party's funding scandal that finished Helmut Kohl's career. Schäuble then allied himself with Angela Merkel, the new force in the CDU. First, he became her interior minister, then finance minister in 2009. The Eurozone crisis would become his biggest challenge.
I enjoy politics, so a big challenge is something that people like me enjoy facing.
Wolfgang Schäuble had a lasting influence on German and international politics. Despite the blows to his personal and political life, he always remained fully committed to his duties.
DW's chief political correspondent Nina Hase joins us now for more. Nina, tell us more about how Wolfgang Schäuble shaped German politics.
Well, I think it's not exaggerated to say that Wolfgang Schäuble's death truly marks the end of an era in German politics. Wolfgang Schäuble held all the important jobs you can have within German politics, with the exception of Chancellor and German President. But he was party group leader of the CDU, the Conservatives, party leader. He was also a member of several government cabinets under Chancellors Kohl and Merkel, as interior minister and later as finance minister for many years. He became a politician at a young age, entered Bundestag, the German parliament, for the first time more than 50 years ago, and was a member until his death. That meant he was the longest-serving member of parliament. He was also the president of the parliament for 4 years until 2021. That is the second most important role within the German state. So Wolfgang Schäuble is definitely leaving a very big legacy here in Germany, because he was in influential positions during crucial periods in all those decades. So he was seen as belonging to the more conservative wing of his party, but he was respected across the board, also by political opponents right until the end. But he was also not uncontroversial, especially abroad.
So, with so many accomplishments to his name, what is Schäuble most likely to be remembered for, Nina?
I think the first thing internationally that people will associate with the name Wolfgang Schäuble is that he was probably the archetype of a German finance minister. He held that post for 8 years in that crucial period for the Eurozone, so that group of countries that share the currency, the euro, from 2009 to 2017. He stood for strict public finance policies and balanced spending with not too much debt, and the Eurozone crisis in the years from 2009-10 onwards saw him labelled as Mr Austerity, and he became a much known and disliked figure in Greece, above all when he insisted on austerity programmes in southern European countries, arguing that was necessary to keep Greece and others in that common zone. And the second thing he will be most remembered for abroad is his role in German reunification after the collapse of the Soviet Union, because in his position as interior minister in that time, he was the main figure for Western Germany to negotiate the reunification treaty.
Nina, thank you very much. That was our political correspondent, Nina Haase.